Good morning, Ram School. Hello, my name is Dhruvi.
And my name is Abby. Today's Tuesday, April 1st, 2021. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, we were thinking about putting Star Wars music here, but I think that's copyrighted, so the idea is out. And the reason for that is because today something special happened. Star Wars themed, obviously.
Today, the first Star Wars film was released. Now, those of you who have heard of Star Wars may also know that the order of the movie's releases aren't necessarily the canonical order of the story. For example, the movie that was released on this day was A New Hope.
But it turns out that this New Hope is actually canonically episode 4 in the series. It was produced by Lucasfilm as opposed to Disney, who took over Star Wars series in 2012. At the end of the movie, yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Spirit Week update from the leadership class. Last week was so funny. Thank you for wearing your silly mismatched socks. This Friday, May 28th, is Graham School Colors Day, so wear red, black, and white to show your school spirit.
If I were to be honest with you, I love cheesecake. It's practically better than cake. And guess what day it is? National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Now I can eat all the cheesecakes I want. With blueberries, I guess. And so can you.
I hate cheesecake. Cake is better.
Cheesecakes aren't actually made with cheese, they're made with cream cheese. But who even knows what that is? But don't worry, if you hate cream cheese,
Like me.
you can't actually taste the cream cheese. I didn't even know that cheesecakes even contain cream cheese until today.
Anyway, today is also National Paper Airplane Day. Now, roomies, put those papers away. Don't start making them into paper airplanes, and definitely don't start throwing them at your teacher.
Paper airplanes are kind of those things that every child made at least once in their life. One of our scriptwriters said that they made a bunch in preschool. And in 6th grade, there was an assignment about making paper airplanes, so
If you don't know what a paper airplane is, no offense, but then you've probably been living under a rock. A paper airplane is a plane made out of paper.
And the best part about them is that they actually fly. If you make them correctly, that is. Now we will announce the winner of the Guess the Teachers.
Graham. This is Mrs. Ross from the Graham Library with a thank you and a reminder. First, thank you to the hundreds of students who've already gotten their books back to the library. Whether you were returning The Pearl or Flush or The Outsiders or The Lightning Thief or the many other library books, textbooks, materials from this year and from last year, I sincerely appreciate your efforts. Look at all the books we've gotten back so far in just in the last couple of weeks. Well, with that good news, I also have a reminder. We are still missing over 500 library books and classroom novels from this year and last year. So if you're missing a book, I would like you to take pride right now by checking your library record and then get your books back to the Graham Library so that other students can enjoy them next year. The book box is here outside the library all day for you to return your books. You can also see me after school during walk-up hours if you have questions or you need to pay a fine. All books from this school year, not returned by Friday, may be charged against your library account. Links to how to check your library record are in the GMSTV Google Classroom. It only takes a minute to check your record. Thank you, and together we can get all our books returned this year.
Gender bias is prejudice against someone's sex or gender. Sexism can be targeted towards anyone, but some of the biggest issues on this are about females or girls. Gender bias can be about a role their gender is supposedly supposed to have, or stereotypes about how one should act or look. Society can also tend to favor one gender over the other, most often men and boys over women or girls. Males are expected to act masculine, while women are supposed to be fragile and well-mannered. One example of gender bias is if a woman's paid less for doing the same job as a man, just because she is female. Pronoun bias is another form of sexism. Some people believe that everyone should go by either he, him, or she, her, but there are actually many pronouns out there people prefer to go by. So maybe stop and ask a friend what their pronouns are so you can make sure they're comfortable with what you're calling them.
Today, exactly 1 year after the murder of George Floyd, on the streets, urgency over police reform.
Has enough changed?
No, I don't think enough has changed.
Can you believe it's been a year?
It's been a whirlwind.
For Tara Brown and Sharita Tate, the loss of their cousin is still fresh.
Our hearts are still broken because we'll never have him again to be able to hug us or to talk to us. But we're optimistic that some things have changed as a result of his death.
Among those changes, a murder conviction for the former officer who knelt on Floyd's neck for 9.5 minutes. But
we haven't had meaningful police reform in 57 years in the federal government. And so this is our opportunity.
still, since Floyd's murder, there have been changes on a smaller scale. At least 3,000 policing-related bills have been introduced in state legislatures. More than 30 states have enacted new police oversight and reform laws. For some, not enough.
What has changed in America?
Nothing. Nothing has changed.
We sat down with three women who now share an unwanted bond. George Floyd's younger sister, Bridget.
They have got our hopes up on several occasions about what they were going to do, and we have yet to see anything happen.
Elisa Charles Finley is the sister of Botham John, who died in 2018 when a white Dallas police officer mistakenly entered his apartment and shot him. She was convicted of murder.
Has Congress moved quickly enough on police reform?
No.
Is that a broken promise to you?
Of course it is.
Gwen Carr is the mother of Eric Garner, who died in 2014 in New York City following a police chokehold. That officer was not charged.
I would like the police officers to stop making more members of this club. This is a club that no one wants to be a part of. We live every day with this pain.
Now, Minneapolis is a changed city. Even from a few weeks ago, before the guilty verdict, the barbed wire and the National Guard troops are gone. Derek Chauvin's sentencing is now scheduled for late next month, and the trial for the three other former officers involved in this case has been moved until next year, Hoda.
Grades lock for 8th graders on Friday, so fix your grades. Also for 6th and 7th graders, time is running out for your grades, so talk with your teachers about improving your grades. Tomorrow is an asynchronous Wednesday. Yay! So turn in your work by 3:30.
That's all for today. Have a great day and go Bears, brought to you not so live by GMSTV.